That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on you.
Hi, my name's Del. I'm head of DFC here in Gravesend. Actually, I've been involved in martial arts. This year it's going to be 40 years, so it's been a lifelong passion.
I was born into martial arts. Up until sort of 5 years old, I was just around the gym. Obviously, we didn't have a place like this. It was more like we used to teach in the sports halls and things like that. It was really like sort of old and not equipment that we have like nowadays. So competing every weekend from the age of 5 up until sort of 16 in karate.
When I was a kid, I used to live on quite a rough estate in Gravesend, and there wasn't really much for us to do. So we used to get into fights, get in trouble with police, get in trouble at school, go out stealing. But especially when we was younger, we used to fight all the time. Every day we'd have a fight, or I end up fighting someone. It used to be a constant thing. Every day there'd be a fight.
I came to this country when I was 10 years old. I used to do wrestling before, and when I came to this country I didn't speak English. I used to be a little fat kid, and then I saw Jiu-jitsu, I saw the sport, and I decided to start training.
I think the facilities and the training we offer now for the youngsters is far more beneficial, like in their career-wise, than what I had. So we have kids classes, kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-jitsu for kids. Then we have Brazilian Jiu-jitsu for adults.
We train, we wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and we train in the mornings. Then I go to school, and Reese is homeschooled. I come back from school, go home for 2 hours, and then I go back to the gym to train.
The main thing is we want to help as many people as we can to live and fulfill their dreams, whatever they are.
Okay, so in 5 years' time, I definitely see us with UFC fighters out of this gym.
In the long run, everyone's dream is to be in the UFC. It's just where all the best of the best end up. I've fought in probably the best shows in the country. There's only a couple more for me to go through, and I think myself that I can get to UFC.
These boys here are doing much better than some of the kids in the past. You know, they're more disciplined, more dedicated, and they want it, which is something that sometimes nowadays lacking in children, in kids. They sort of don't have that drive to be the best. And I'm fortunate that we've had a crop of young kids and guys who want it, and we can guide them to achieve their dreams.
I am ringmaster champion in kickboxing, 5-time massive champion. I'm 4-time British champion and 2 times English champion, and I came 3rd in the Worlds in Abu Dhabi.
And I won the English British Championships 3 times in a row now, and I went to Europeans. I won that, and now my aim to win the World Championships in California and LA.
Currently I'm 2-0 in MMA, semi-professional MMA. I'm 3-time English champion, British champion. I fought all over Europe. I fought in Paris, Amsterdam, Portugal, Scotland. So I've been fighting quite regularly since I come to DFC. They've pushed me to fight.